Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Today I have the CRKT Pilar to look at today. Now I am super late to the party on this. I know it's been out for a long time. It is immensely popular. If you probably own one, and if you don't, you're probably familiar with it. But I've never had one of these. I never bought one. I've never even had one in my hand until friend of mine loaned this to me to check it out. Now I do own the CRKT Pilar 3, which is actually one of my favorite budget EDC knives. I really like this one. I like the ergos on it, the way it feels. This is a D2 model, or D2 steel version of it. Spear point blade. You can see the blade shape slight, a little bit different now. In fact, they have a Pilar 4. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but it will be soon if it's not. And it has more of a clip point blade. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as this. I don't know if I'll get that one or not, because I like the blade shape on this one. But yeah, I had the Pilar 3. I never had the Pilar or the Pilar Large. P-Large. Never held either one of them until I got a hold of this. And one thing, in all the videos I've watched on it, and there's hundreds of videos on the Pilars, right? You can go check them out. Everyone raved about the ergos on this. And I gotta say, I get it. I never would thought such a small knife would feel so good in my hand with a full 4-finger grip using this awesome forward finger choil, which by the way is the same as on the Pilar 3. In fact, the ergos, it almost feels the same. And it should, because the forward finger choil, the handle shape, size are almost exact. You can see this is a little wider down here on this than this one. But yeah, I can't believe how good this one feels. It feels like I'm holding the larger one. But yet, full 4-finger grip on this thing. So I get it. I get why people raved about the ergos, why people like this knife. I always thought it was cool looking, but it was like, hey, it is so small. You read the specs, it's like, hey, that's a little knife. How can it be that good? How useful can this thing be? Well, I tell you, it's pretty sweet. Go over the specs real fast. Couple size comparisons, and tell you what I think of it. This is just a first impressions video. Definitely not a review. I have carried this. I have used it a little bit, but it's a loaner knife, so I'm not gonna like beat up on it. But yeah, all the Pilars, the Pilar Large, Pilar 3, the new Pilar 4 are all Jesper Vaxen's designs, and people say he's a genius when it comes to ergos on a knife. And the Pilars, for an example, I agree. I do have one other Vaxen's design CRKT I'll show for size comparison. But yeah, Vaxen's design. Overall length, like I said, it's not a big knife. It's 5.9 inches with a 2.4-inch blade with about a 2-inch cutting edge. Blade stock is 0.14. I measured it. It's listed on Blade HQ at 0.15. So still pretty thick blade stock, but real high flat grind, and this slice is pretty good. I like the swedge up here. Um, can't say enough about this forward finger choil. Such a little knife. I get my full fat finger right in there, no problem. This one has a thumb hole deployment only. There's no studs, no flipper tab. This little guy's made for reverse flicking if I keep this finger out of the way. But yeah, works great. Can thumb open it, no problem. Can slow roll it, nice and easy. Pivot rides on Teflon washers, so action is pretty good, nice and smooth. It's not drop shutty. Takes one good hard flick once you get past the detent. The detent is right here, so it's kind of, I prefer detents when you get past them, up in here. That's way down there, but you get past that, one good flick and it shuts. Full stainless steel handle, stainless steel frame lock. Decent access to it. You can see it's got a little milling right there for traction. Easy to get to, easy to close. Pocket clip, kind of your standard, old school pocket clip on it. It's not really deep carry. You'll have about that much sticking out, but it is right hand tip up or tip down carry. No left-handedness here. Nothing, no cutouts or screw holes to put the clip on the other side. Handle, pretty short handle. It's only 3.5 inches, and that in itself is remarkable that I can get a full 4-finger grip on this thing. And now if I move back on the handle, then it's a solid 3-finger grip. If it has a forward finger choil, I use the forward finger choil, and this one is made to be used. Yeah, finger choil is excellent. The thumb hole is works fine. Now, the inside edge on the show side here is a little sharp. I don't feel it when I open it fast or reverse finger, but when I slow roll it, I feel that it's a little sharp. If this was mine, I would probably just touch that with a little sandpaper, take that edge off. For a little thing, it's a chunk though. I mean, understandably, you got a pretty thick blade, short blade, but pretty thick stock. Full stainless steel frame, aluminum backspacer. So, comes in at a chunky 4.2 ounces. And I think the weight of it kind of adds to the way it feels in hand. I think if this was super lightweight, it wouldn't feel as good, at least for me. But yeah, do some size comparisons. I'm going to do everything on this camera. I'm not going to set up the other camera, but put it up against the small Honey Badger, which has a nice forward finger choil also, hull deployment, 8CR 13 MOV. I don't even think I mentioned that the blade on this is 8CR13 MOV, and these things have been around so long and they're so popular. Like, you can get them in different steels, different handle configurations, G10, whatever. So there's a lot of options out there for the Pilar, and there's a lot of aftermarket scales and stuff also, back spacers, all that. But yeah, the Honey Badger, small. It's quite a bit larger than the Pilar. And I consider this a pretty small knife. But yeah, a lot smaller than the small Honey Badger. How about the CJRB Milea? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see they're close. I put it down. The Pilar is a little bit longer than the Milea. But again, you know, I picked this because the small has that sheep's foot-ish blade. This is AR RPM 9 steel, deep carry clip. How about a couple CRKTs now? Another Voxnase design is the CRKT Pete, and pretty awesome little knife. I consider this little, but it's quite a bit longer than the Pilar, as you can see. But it doesn't have that huge forward finger trail to choke up in. You can choke up. I can get my fingertip, you know, I can hold it like this if I'm doing some kind of small detailed work. It's a 3.5 finger grip on this, and this one's pretty lightweight. FRN handle, you know, scales, and that's what I was talking about. I think the weight of the Pilar adds to it. It's not a con on this. The 4.2 ounces. I think it's a positive as far as the way this knife feels in hand. This one's lightweight. Same steel, 8CR13 MOV. Yeah, you know, same designer, but this feels more premium than this one. Another little CRKT, which I always kind of liked, is the Squid. And this one is D2. It is a dealer exclusive from, I can't remember where, but stainless steel frame lock, has my micarta scale. Definitely a little bit smaller than the Pilar. Put it down, just a little bit smaller, but this is only a 3-finger grip and a lot thinner. Feels completely different. The Squid is a Burnley design, but pretty cool. I got 2 Squids. I like them. But this Pilar, I really like it. My friend offered to sell this to me. I don't know if I'll buy it from him or buy a new one. This is not in bad shape by any means. There's a few snail trails on there. He's definitely have used it and carried it. Centering is off a little bit to the show side. I haven't really tried to adjust that. It appears since I've had it, carrying it and playing with it. It's moved over. It's gone off a little bit more than it was. It is locked up solid. There's no play. No, there's no side to side. Absolutely no lock rock up and down. Did I go over this pocket clip? I'm not sure if I did. Kind of standard pocket clip. Not deep carry. You got a fair amount of knife sticking out. Now small knives like this, I do prefer a deep carry clip. But that's okay. It's been good. It is right hand only, but it's tip up or tip down carry. He had it, this configuration, tip up. And yeah, geez, I keep getting this finger in the way. But yeah, pretty awesome knife. I understand why people like this, like it, and it's why it's so popular. Just awesome little knife. 8CR, I don't care. I really don't care if it's 8CR. This easy knife to sharpen. That blade shape and the size of it won't be no problem. Yeah. If by chance you've never had a CRKT Pilar or handled one, I'd say at least go find someone that has one, check it out, because it's a pretty awesome little knife. I really like it. I didn't think I would like it this much, tell you the truth. But yeah, Jasper Vaccinates is a genius as far as it comes on this one for ergos, and like I said, same as on the Pilar 3. Pilar 3 is just bigger. You can see a lot bigger. And lighter. This is under 4 ounces. I think it's 3.8, where this is 4.2. Same blade thickness. Handle is dang close. This is just a little bit thinner handle thickness than the Pilar 1 or the original, but the 3 rides on bearings, so again you get past that detent, just that thing is drop shutty. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video and this on the Pilar for now. My first impressions, I wish I got it a lot sooner. You know, it's definitely one of the knives I put on wish list way back, and I should have got a hold of one sooner, because it's pretty cool. But yeah, guess that'll do it. Do the usual, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until next video, bye.